I'm here with Toasty after the game against Biggleswade Town. Would you say a mixture of a slow start and a lack of clear-cut chances to make their keeper work cost us today?
No, I'm fuming, to be quite truthful with that. Slow start? No, I don't think we started slow. I think the first half was like a good performance. I think they had a chance where we had an individual error at the back, and we called upon our goalkeeper. But apart from that, we've had entries into like not only the 18-yard box, but into like the 6-yard box territory, and not even made the goalkeeper work. Like that's 2 games this week. It's happened in the youth team on Thursday, I think, where we had like stupid opportunities and were wasteful, and that ended up in a penalty shootout when it should be 5-0, and then we should be in at half time out of sight and managing the second half. And it's the first time I've been angry with that because that puts pressure, not pressure on the other guys, but the moment the red card happened and then the game changed, like it almost puts us in that situation because you should be out of sight. So I'm a bit annoyed really with our lacklustre performance in front of their goal.
Would you say some shooting something that we need to work on in training to sort of improve scoring more goals in the games to sort of put the games to bed early?
As collectively, what I would say to the opposition is they made, I think their experienced centre half. I said to him in the bar a minute ago, I think he made some like real good blocks. Used his experience, he like blocked things where we were shooting from like where the penalty spot is and got some blocks there. But I think that the best way of describing it is a bit like walking past a lottery ticket on the floor, and you're at a festival. There's a lottery ticket, and you're like looking at it, and you go, "Shall I pick it up? Better not." Right? And then you go to the bar, and you come back, and they're still there looking at you. Nah. Right? And then someone else picks it up, and they would go and win the lottery. You cannot waste that many clear-cut opportunities to win. And then knowing the nature of life, what happens is, one, boff, done. That is the best example I can give you. So whether a shooting practice, as a team, it's not collectively, you cannot have that many entries and not score.
So we're more than half a dozen games into the season now, and you mentioned at the start of the season giving the players time to gel and work together. Do you still think we're lacking communication and leaders on the pitch?
No, because I think that if there's lots of chances at our goal and vice versa, then that would be a big issue. I thought we defended really, really well. We keep people out. We create good chances. But if you are 0-0 and you get into a situation where a red card occurs, that is going to change a cup game, which did happen today. So I'm happy with the communication. I'm happy that people are in the change room calling people out. I'm happy that there's water bottles and bins being volleyed around because that shows that people care. We've got to liven up at the other end, and this is probably the 3rd game now where we've come in and not punish somebody and then they nick one. So it's putting pressure. Feel sorry for a goalkeeper and our defending players because it looks bad on them on paper, but they're actually doing an impeccable job. We've got to be ruthless at the other end.
See, as you said about the red card, obviously, do you think we still had a chance if we still had 11 versus 11 because we dominated large periods of that game?
Did they enter our box when we had 11?
No.
So, no.
Throughout the game, they obviously seemed to limit us to long-range efforts. As you mentioned, there's quite a lot of blocks. Why do you think that was?
Decision-making. There was one great play by Aaron Powell. He's played it wide, followed it, played it into the centre forward, followed it. Is in the box. No one around him. Could have literally laid down, done backstroke, got up and still shot. No one's really told him to have time, and we've rushed. No, that's not him. We've got to help each other more. Like give better information. Jono's had one that's fell to him at 6 yards out on an angle, and no one said anything to him. And he's obviously naturally, because he's looking at the ball, rushed it. But it's just collectively we've got to, and you said about communication, but it's in key moments we have to make better decisions.
See, as you mentioned about the chances we created, do you feel like our attackers need to step up more then to show that?
150%.
Yeah, because as you said, the defence today, as Ross played outstanding and kept us in the game for large periods.
The nature of the game is if you have 5 and miss, they're going to get one. You can't miss 5 and then let them have one. You can't do it.
Tuesday night, we're back in league action against Spalding United. Has today's result influenced your team selection for that game?
Yes.
Thank you, Toasty, and good luck on Tuesday.
Thank you, Will.